I chopped all my hair off yesterday, random, and I didn't feel anything when I did it. And that's when I realized that like I'm not connected to my emotions at all. I thought I just didn't have any, and that I was like a psycho first, but that I was just a low reactive person. Not really. As a kid, I've been pretty reactive about very specific things, like little stupid stuff, but over big stuff I don't react really. I sort of realized that's because I get irritated. That's because I get irritated. Yeah, they can. I can hear you. Anyway, yeah, bro. So hopefully I get my emotions back. I think now I'm ready to like handle them. I was not before because it would get like out of control for some reason. I don't think but like, there's only one time in the last couple of years I've been able to really sit there and like relax and actually like drop my guard since the first time. 13 years old, 12, whatever it was. I was like, basically, I was with someone and I was actually like, damn, like this is actually what it feels like to relax. And I almost forgot what that felt like because I always in like stress mode. And then like, this is the thing though, I started realizing things that take a high amount of effort, 9 to 10 out of 10, you can't sustain those for long. So there's not the hardest thing that you can go through. The hardest thing you can go through is like that level 8 where like you stay there. So basically, a hard event that you can get over is easier than a chronic stress, for example. And that's what people don't realize is that they think that it's something that happened, they blame their past trauma, shit. But oftentimes, it's actually chronic stress. Maybe it started then, but that's really what's killing you. It's the chronic stress that doesn't go away. Because we're evolved to get over things and go through hard things and end. But if what you go through doesn't end, that is not a good thing. So I feel like that's crucial to say. But hopefully I get my feelings back because I don't have any. I haven't had any since I was like 15. Like I just started pushing them down. Cause I knew like I don't know if it was partly my environment and partly me. I guess it was probably both mixed together. And that's just got unfortunate. And that's basically what happened. So yeah, I just realized that like, I didn't connect with anybody. Like for example, I don't talk to any of my family members. I don't feel anything about them. And it's because I realized I never trusted anybody really. So it's like I just cut them off pretty easily. I don't think twice. I don't think about them or anything. I'm gonna be honest, like rarely, because I don't see them as like people I can trust. So it's like whatever. I'm like I'm saying in general, like I never even bothered to make those relationships. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have tried harder. Definitely. But at the time, I didn't even have the concept of, okay, well, I have to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie. Like, I had to really force myself to be the type of person to force my way through things. Because for some reason, since I was a kid, like, I just didn't have much, like, will. And both of my parents were lazy, but I don't think it's just that. I think maybe it was a learned behavior, learned helplessness as well, where I just started giving up, like, really easily. And then I just diverted my attention elsewhere. Maybe that's because I was stressed out. I don't know. But also, there were people around me that could persist and get what they want, but it's also like I was a minion of those people in a way, so it's like it was never about what I wanted. So and I don't feel bad for myself because, like I said, like I couldn't feel it. Like it was more like agitation or like mild stress. Like those are the only two emotions I like cycle through, and then like playing video games. Those were the three things. And this small percentage of the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just a switch between like very, very mild emotions. Like, but you can't live like that. I'm starting to realize that like what I went through, if you like line it up, right, as far as like trauma in life, I don't know where you put it on a scale. But I know where numbness sits, and people tend to agree. The internet tends to agree. It's at about a level 8 when you're like truly disconnected because you that means you have to physically force everything that you do because there's no emotion in what you're doing, which means there's no flow. Like you need something to give you energy to do something else, which means it has to comes from God in a way. Like God has to like give that to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it comes from outside of you. Or it's from inside of your body, but it's not your consciousness that consciously decides. Your body tells you what to do. Right? So it's like really, if there's one thing to learn, it's that freedom, like real freedom, real choice For example, being the god of your own life is actually the complete opposite. Like, you become the god of your own life, and you manually get to choose every like thing that you do because there's no feeling, no outside, whatever. From basically, you're actually in jail. You're in prison at that point because now there's nothing you can do. Just think that when you're given a choice, that means that like you can do anything with it. No, you can do nothing with it. Like everything has like a trade-off. So like the best life you could have, the most connected, the happiest one is one where shit just happens and your emotions push you through. You can't physically sit there and decide every single thing. No. Without emotion, life is literally pointless. There's no point in doing it. You're gonna want to kill yourself because of the pure like boredom and like it still takes energy, it just doesn't give you any. You know what I'm saying? So it's like rather than like someone hitting you with like a 1,000 point like hit and knocking you down and then you replenishing, it's like a 1 point hit every second and it just doesn't stop. So it's like you can't really see a large difference, but you're getting worse and worse. And that's partly why they say, like loans with like high interest that are paid off quickly, a traumatic event, whatever, is easier. It costs less over time than a loan that is very low interest, let's say, but lasts like fucking forever. Like that. It's not very low interest, but like a lower amount of interest. Like just because it has lower interest, which is basically it takes less pain or energy out of you, like there's less pain, doesn't mean that it's easier. It's actually more difficult because now the time is lengthened out. Basically, so what is the point of this video? For anyone who listens, I mean, it doesn't matter because your lives are basically decided by you already, and you're just there to experience it. But like, I don't know if anybody's like me, and maybe this helps them. I don't know. This is more like a diary for me though. So I would just say that the point is like that I'm giving up control now of everything that I do, so that I can have a better life, basically. So now I just want people to know, like, who hurt your feelings or whatever, any more than I already did, probably. Like, I am not meaning to do that, but you cannot sit there and like manually decide everything that you do, because then you have no options. So yeah, I don't know how to the sentence for that, but basically it's better to feel pain temporarily than numbness forever. Like, do not numb yourself. Like, even if you're going through a traumatic event right now, do not fall into the hole of trying to numb that down. Like, don't do that, because you may not. It may take you years to get out of it. It can take you years to get out. So literally, try to stay connected to something good. Do not just give up like I did and fall into it, because I just fell into it. Don't do that. That's it.